Hey, greetings everyone. Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We left off last time with just an interesting little snippet of Arthas's little childhood. We got to see Invincible and we got to see just how he was like, I think the Dark Portal's open and there's something to do with that. And I know that there's an Orcish internment. The one cool thing that was revealed in that, which has not been talked about in any other part, is during this time period, Doomhammer has escaped. He has first broke out of the Undercity, which was also first mentioned, and then he escaped Orcish internment. They don't know where he is. They're hoping he's dead. So that's a setup maybe for Warcraft 3. Again, my knowledge of Warcraft 3 is incredibly sparse. Alright, so stay a while and listen to this one. It's called A Deal with Dragons, and it should set us up also to continue reading the Beyond the Dark Portal novel. Gorfiend brought all of his cargo to Hellfire Citadel, where War Chief Ner'zhul was waiting. By now, the Horde had received word that Alliance forces were streaming through the Dark Portal. Time had grown short, and Ner'zhul was anxious to begin. He was stunned, however, to see the full measure of what Gorfiend had brought back. Not only had he obtained the 3 artifacts, but he had also returned with a large number of suspicious carts. These items belonged to a surprise guest, Deathwing. Surprise! The Black Dragon and other members of his flight had come through the Dark Portal disguised as orcs so as not to draw attention to themselves. Ner'zhul was initially terrified of Deathwing. Even though the dragon was not wearing his true form, he radiated immense power. Deathwing sensed the potent Skull of Gul'dan in Ner'zhul's presence, and he demanded it for himself. The war chief balked at this request, but only for a moment. He was in no position to resist a creature like Deathwing, and he had no further need of the skull. Its purpose had been to reopen the Dark Portal. Deathwing was interested in using the skull's lingering energies to strengthen his dragonflight and accelerate the growth of his eggs and whelps. As a token of friendship, Deathwing left a portion of his black dragons with the Horde to protect Hellfire Citadel against the Alliance's invasion. So I guess if we saw some dragons, because we haven't really seen them yet, on Draenor helping them, that would explain how dragons got to Draenor. With the Skull of Gul'dan in his possession, Deathwing left Hellfire Citadel. He settled on Gorgrond as a suitable place to hide his clutch of black dragon eggs. And if you remember, Gorgrond will eventually become the Bladespire Mountains. Meanwhile, Ner'zhul put his own plans into action. The gathered artifacts would grant him enough power to open portals to other worlds, but he needed to find a place to begin the ritual. The Dark Portal's location had been chosen because it rested on a convergence of magical ley lines, but now that was in Alliance hands. The only other nexus of ley lines Ner'zhul knew about was at the site of the Black Temple. He ordered the bulk of the Horde to accompany him to that location. The war chief left Kargath Bladefist and his Shattered Hand at Hellfire Citadel to hold the Alliance army at bay, which is interesting, and I think it is going to happen in the novel, but at no point I don't believe it happens in the game at all. So that whole battle where they're going to have to break their way through the temple and stuff, I don't think it really happens. All right, so this episode is in the pipe 5x5, and we'll see the novel form of this next time. Thanks for watching. See ya on Lore of Warcraft.